So as we continue diving into the Book of Zohar, into trying to figure out a little bit more about the Jewish mysticism or how it came to be, or the theoretical Kabbalah, as people would say it would be called, we have to first introduce ourselves or to make a little encounter with the main figure of this book, with the person that supposedly, because of him or through his mouth or through his visionary abilities, we know what we know, the book contains what it contains. And I'm talking about Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he's probably one of the most, if not the most, famous sage within Jewish literature, within spiritual Jewish literature. And he is the student of Rabbi Akiva. To be honest, he's one of the only that remained or survived the awful plague of Rabbi Akiva's students. And he, in a way, after Rabbi Akiva lost his entire crowd or students or school, he was the one that opened it again, was able to collect a group of people again, that are at this point, though, in time, it's not about how many they were, it's not about the quantity, it was about the quality. There weren't a lot of sages, there weren't a lot of people, there weren't a lot of students, but each and every student there was very, very worthy and was extremely wise, extremely smart, really spiritually worthy to deal with these kinds of secrets. And so we can say about Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai that he is one of the most famous sages. He is described in legends, in the Talmud, in Midrashim. He's described as a very great righteous person, righteous man, so much so that the rainbow never appeared during his lifetime. So we can say, so what if a rainbow didn't appear during his lifetime? But the thing is that it's actually it pinpoints a very, very remarkable idea, because even though the rainbow is a colorful, beautiful visual aspect that God created in the world, it is also a symbol or a reminder for a great tragedy that occurred as a result of moral decay of the generations of humankind. Somewhere around the year 1600 and something to creation, Hashem flooded the entire world and destroyed it completely. And the only survivors from this flood were Noach, his family, and the animals that were with them inside the ark. So after this flood finished, after the earth appeared again from underneath the water, after they all came out from the ark and were able to continue existence from a purified position, in a purified world, on a purified land, Noach built an altar, and he brought sacrifices to Hashem, to God. And God smelled the sacrifices of Noach, and he was extremely content and happy. And he told to himself, I will no longer curse the land because of the evilness of mankind. And from that time on, he actually made a covenant with Noach, with humankind, with man. Or to be honest, it's a covenant not only between God and humans, it's a covenant between God and all living creatures, that he will not flood the world again. He will not destroy the entire world again just because the evilness of mankind. And so the rainbow is there for us as a symbol or as a reminder of the fact that, because it's tricky. When we see the rainbow, it's one of the most amazing things to look at, right? But the contrary is the right way of looking at it, because you're not supposed to look at the rainbow. Yes, you are supposed to look at the rainbow and be awed from God's creation, for sure, like everything else in creation. But it's there in a way to make you turn your vantage point towards yourself and make some sort of an introspection into how can you straight your ways, how can you become better in whatever you do. It's there as a beautiful visionary thing that is supposed to put our look and bring it back to ourselves and see what we can make better in the world, what can make better in ourselves, because the rainbow is there again to remind us of the humankind evil inclinations, and that we are not supposed to go and do the same mistakes again. And so when the Zohar says, and he says a few times, that during the lifetime of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai there was no any rainbow in the sky, it means that he, in his own merit, because he was such a righteous person, such a righteous human being, such one of a kind, he actually defended on the generation with his own existence, so that the generation not even once needed the rainbow as a symbol or as a reminder to make their ways better again. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, in a way, just by being there, just by being existent, was managed to rise up or to uplift the entire generation in which he was part of. And another thing that we can say about Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai when it comes to his personality, he has a very special characteristics. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he had, or we can say, personality traits. He was extremely confident in his personal greatness. I know it sounds weird, but it's the truth. He expressed it quite a lot of times, even in terms or in ways that were even in a way puzzling, of praise regarding himself, regarding his son, regarding the things that he's able to do, the greatness of his own self. Is, for example, he said many times, I can completely cancel if the heavens are commanding judgment upon people or upon the world, I can completely cancel it. He said it a few times. Another thing he said in the Zohar, I have seen the Reiti bnei aliyah ve'en mu'atim. I have seen the people that can raise themselves above all the rest and know secrets and wisdoms of divinity, of divine, of Hashem, of the upper realms, but they are very, very few in number. Im elefhen ani v'bni mehen. If there are only 1,000 people that are like this, then me and my son Rabbi Elazar are amongst them. If there are only hundreds of those people that can rise above all the rest and get all the secrets, me and my son Rabbi Elazar are amongst them. And you know what? He said, even if there are only 2 of those people in this world, then me and my son Rabbi Elazar are those 2. This is Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai on himself. A great event that completely influenced the way he looked at the world and on himself, and probably was the reason for him to become whoever he was the fact that he needed to hide in a cave for 13 years with his son Rabbi Elazar. They were hiding in a cave from the Roman, and they had no water, no food, no clothes. They were there for 13 years. That's where back then, it's where they learned all the secrets that they were managed to learn. And great miracles and wonders have happened to them during the time that they were in this cave, and also afterwards as they came out from the cave. For example, another example for how he praising himself, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he says, "Me'idani alai hashamayim elunim," I am witnessing the great sky, but hashamayim elunim, the sky that are above the sky, not the sky that we see, the sky that are above the sky that we see, the upper sky. ואת הארץ הקדושה העליונה, and the holy land that is up in the heavens. We cannot not be reminded now about Moshe's speech in the portion of Azinu, in Parashat Azinu. Moshe as well, just as Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he said something about he wanted the earth and the land and the sky to listen to his speech, or he put the land and the sky as witnesses, and so does Rabbi Shimon is doing here, only not like Moshe. He's not referring to the land and the sky that are in the reality that we see. He's referring to the land and the sky that are above in the upper realms. And he is saying to the witnessing upon me the upper skies and the upper land, that I can see now what no men have ever seen before, ever since Moshe climbed the mountain the second time, to the Sinai mountain, obviously to receive the Torah. That I can see, he continues, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, that I see my face brighten, strong as the sunlight, and more, he continues, that I know that my face are as bright as the sunlight, and Moshe did not know, and he did not look. There is this inner debate between Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai's character and Moshe's character. Moshe is also a figure in the Zohar. He's appearing there as the Raya Mehemna, as the faithful shepherd. I explained about it in the other lessons, but here is another example of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai being very confident about who he is, what he came to do here in this world, what's his mission, what he's supposed to do. He's a leader in that sense, that he knows that he received this enormous gift, was granted with all those amazing secret or information that he need to put forward, to give to other people. Another very interesting thing about Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is that even though he's very, he's in his own world of putting him and his son in the very few people that have the merit or have the right to know all those secrets of divinity, but at the same time he also manifests all those things while considering his friends, his fellowship, the other sages within him in this story, telling him and telling us many times in the Zohar that he would not be able to reveal all those things unless they were worthy to know those things. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is not alone in this journey that he's taking. The sky are there, and the sky there is there giving him the option of revealing all those secrets, but for one reason, and the reason is to give it away, to forward this to his fellowship, to his friends, to the chevraya, to the to the assembly that they created there amongst themselves. So he have with him the sages like Rabbi Yehuda, Rabbi Chia, Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Rav, Rabbi Yesa, Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi Elazar, his son. So he have with him a group of people that are there, that if he wouldn't start giving away the secrets to this group of people, probably nothing would be even revealed to him. And he lives under the notion of knowing it. So he is extremely confident in who he is, in what he came to do, but he's also very aware of the importance of delivering this information forward, of giving, of contributing whatever was revealed to him to the others with him. So he's, in a way, was the person that everybody came to for answers, the person that everybody wanted to listen what he has to say. Every knowledge that he had was something that people were actually want to drink from him. It was like a holy water. His mouth was being opened, patach ve'amar. It's written in the Zohar many times. Whenever Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai would have opened his mouth, great secrets would be revealed, or great ideas would be revealed. So he is a very important figure, and I think we need to even go into the Zohar, to a small little part that I will bring you, talking about how powerful he was, really giving it a very visual understanding of the person and who he is.